Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful February day out here in South Carolina. I'm doing a little river fishing today, and I'm going to show you a reel and a setup that I like to use in the spring when the shad are running and the bass and the striper are kind of schooling here, there, and everywhere, and it's hard to find them. This is probably one of my favorite setups. This is the KastKing Spartacus Maximus. Now, this reel is actually a saltwater and freshwater reel, and the nice thing about this reel is it has a bigger spool, and the bigger spool allows you to put a lot more line on it. And I don't use it to put more line on, I just put a heavier line on it. I run a 50-pound Cast Pro braid on here from KastKing. The reason I use a heavy braid like this is because I love throwing these big umbrella rigs in the spring. And as you can tell out there, the water is moving. Now in here, where I'm fishing right now, it's kind of cool or calm. It's a little slower. I've seen a couple fish jumping in here, but I haven't located them yet. So I figured I'd put on this big umbrella rig and just start throwing it everywhere in these little pools in this calm water. And maybe I'll be able to pick up a bass or a striper. But back to this reel. This reel actually is a 6.3 to 1 gear ratio, so that means the spool turns 6.3 times for every revolution of the handle. Now this reel also is an all aluminum body. It has carbon fiber drag washers with 30 pounds of stopping power. So 30 pounds is a lot of drag power, but it's nice for when you're using this big umbrella rig. If you were to happen to hook up to like 2 or 3 big striper or big bass at one time, man, they will peel some drag off on you if you don't have the drag set right. This reel does have a internal drag. Let me see if I can hook this camera to my life vest real quick. Hold on a sec. So, the inside of this drag, this inside of this reel actually has a centrifugal clutch. As you can see, there's little pawls that stick out inside of there. Now what those do is when you cast, those pawls actually come up and touch the inside of the housing of the reel, which slows down the spool so it doesn't bird nest as much. That's a really nice feature with this reel, especially throwing these big umbrella rigs. There we go. Let's give her a cast, see what she does. Now with this water being as muddy as it is, I'm using the white with these yellow stripes on the top. It's a little more visible in this muddy water. Just cast it out there, kind of just reel it in a nice steady pace. And what you want to do with this lure, or this big umbrella rig, is you want to throw it out and retrieve it at different speeds. Sometimes I'll actually pause it for a second and let it fall just a little bit, and then I'll retrieve it again and just kind of work it. I'll work the rod tip up and down just a smidgen, just to try to get the swim baits to make a little different action, a little more sporadic, and that helps sometimes with the strike also. With this setup, you'll probably want to use a KastKing 7.4 heavy action rod. It's going to cast these heavier swim bait umbrella rigs a lot further. It's going to have a lot more control. And let's say if we're running about a 50-pound braid, or maybe even 60-pound would be all right too. But make sure you have the drag set up correctly, because like I said, these fish will get on here and they will just scream with it. And just do a fan pattern, you know, cast over here, then over there, then over there, and over there, and just keep working that pattern around your boat. If you don't get anything, move a little bit and try again. Most fish can't pass up this umbrella rig because it looks like a school of shad swimming, and they like to just dart right through them and nail them. Well, I'm going to get back to fishing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If I catch anything, I'll go back and add that footage also. But you guys have a great day, and I hope you get on some fish. Remember, catch and release. Leave some fish for the future, guys. Have a great week.